10th, my nose itches, 2025. Hello, my airbenders. Show your love and support to your girl Marie and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Right now, I am at 4077. So show your love and support to the channel if you love what I do. I'm trying to, this camera is like so big. I'm trying to like look at my computer so I could put the picture up on my YouTube and stuff. So far, if you're tuning in, I have done Aries through Capricorn, and now I'm doing Aquarius and then Pisces. I do have a playlist on my homepage, so be sure to check that out, okay? And make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. So this week, my airbenders, I feel with Uranus in your fifth house now, not the best time to mingle if you're single. Can it happen? Yes. For some of you here, you could find yourself hanging out with those who are younger than you. Others of you, a new love interest is going to come into your life, and there is going to be a significant age difference. So this could be a 6 to 10 year age difference going on, and either you're going to be older than this person or this person is going to be older than you. You could find yourself hanging around younger people at this time or being more invested in younger people. A great time for teachers, or this is you as a manager, and you could find that all the young kids tend to gravitate to you, want to talk to you with this energy. This could be a great time with Uranus being well aspected this week to get along with those in authority here. This could be you learning to work smarter, not harder. You're very inventive, but unfortunately, Mercury's in shadow. So, whatever you do right now is a seasonal thing. So, like some of you could be joining the Ren Fair, and then once the Ren Fair leaves your state, you're going to be doing something else. Okay. For others of you, this is a great time for growth. With those of you in media and social media, this is a really popular energy time for you. You're a charmer. You're very much about charming the pants off of people at this time with this energy here as well. For some of you, you can be more about other people's problems with this energy here. Just make sure that you don't get caught up all up in their agenda because it can cost you money. Then on the 8th, your usual environment is changing and opening up new opportunities for you, but you find it difficult to free yourself from old obligations, especially in regards to money or relatives. This is a good time to visit a doctor and get a medical checkup. At work, your nose is definitely to the grindstone, not very much leisure time, busy, busy, busy. Important deadlines must be met. This can be a powerful time for career growth or growth with those of you in media and social media. Not the best time to rest on your laurels here. Continue working hard for what you want at this time. You are receiving help from those in authorities or the movers and shakers in your life, and the right people are beginning to notice you at this time. Okay, this is your work and patience and perseverance finally paying off, and now you get to you're not ready to reap your benefits or to like sit there in your honey, but you're like you're starting to see things happen. Okay, it's kind of like okay, now things are happening, so it's kind of like that, alrighty. Then on the 9th, the foundations of your life may seem crumbling around you. You may not be able to depend on your family, or you may be cut off from your family. Domestic instability can happen this week. Your home may be in need of repairs. You're high strung, intensely emotional, easily upset over and overly indulgent, either rebellious or apathetic. You know your own limits, but you have a deep inner fears with your security and that it will be taken away. Your idealism is confused or impractical at this time. Care is needed in use of psychic forces. You can be neurotic and extremist, fanatical, or have a rigid and unreasonable attitude. For some of you, this could be drug use or alcohol to help you escape. Then on the 10th, at 4:37 p.m., the full moon in Capricorn, unexpected occurrences may highlight your vulnerabilities as your if you would like a reading with me, that's definitely a reading. I you could get an email reading. It's $20. You could check out my homepage for that. Okay. Your vulnerabilities as your liabilities can become visible. This may mean that you are more prone to arouse fears that tend to hold you back. Although you recognize them, you may break free of whatever undermines your sense of efforts. Also, your sympathies may be stimulated without warning. You may give to unusual people or causes or uncharacteristic fashions. Situations may challenge you to be more to those people and approach that are different, especially if you prefer to stay self-contained and what is familiar. It signifies a period of intense self discovery, a push for individuality and personal freedom. This transit can also bring about sudden changes, awakenings, and a need to break free from outdated structures and limitations. On the 11th, Juno goes direct in your 10th house, time for destiny. This is you benefiting through your spouse or benefiting through other people. This could be business picking up at this time really nicely. Hmm. Ooh, here I go again. Alliances for some of you, this is a time of destiny, or you being placed on your destiny and being led in direction towards your purpose driven journey. This can be dealing with soulmate energy, but the timing could be a bit off. So don't lead with sex because Mercury's in retrograde here with this energy. So this is not the best time to lead with sex because there's no guarantee that this person will stay because once they get what they want, they're going to be like, okay, I'm good. Bye. You know? So that can happen. The first card I come up with is the Strength card. This is you being a perfectionist at work. This is you trying to get yourself out of debt at this time with this energy and focusing on making yourself happy and being about your desires and needs at this time. The Nine of Coins, for some of you, I feel like as I connect with this energy, you're definitely closing a chapter in your life. You're ending a cycle in your life at this time with this energy and you're moving on. Some of you, you could be moving. Others of you, this could be traveling coming up during this time period as well. For others of you, I feel that you can be throwing yourself into something new. For some of you, you can be creating your own reality during this time period as well. Okay. I do see you getting a confidence boost because your financial and emotional self are going to be in a better state. Okay. So you're going to be very happy and you're going to have more financial abundance as the weeks are coming up. The Seven of Cups, what to do with all that money? Okay, your financial stability is becoming a bit more balanced at this time with this energy. Some of you, you're gaining more wealth at this time. You're becoming a lot more busier now. So you have like a lots of ideas and things that you may want to do with your money or how to spend your money at this time with this energy here. The Knight of Cups, blessings on to the universe here. I do see personal success, making some milestones in your life at this time with this energy here as well. So I do see that coming up for some of you during this time period. The Two of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, you're very much, you're very creative at this time. You're coming up with money making ideas. You're very innovative with this energy. I do see success and I do see, in the next 3 weeks or even 3 months or even until Monday, a lot of money coming towards you. Okay. So by the beginning of August, you can have accumulated a lot more wealth during this time period. So mazel. The Eight of Coins, you're throwing yourself into your work during this time period. You're definitely a perfectionist when it comes to career and focusing on career goals at this time. The Page of Swords, somebody could be spying on you at this time. The Page of Cups, I feel like for some of you here that this can be a time period where there could be new love at this time, but is slowly coming in. It's not coming in right away with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay, but I do see love around you during this time period. Alrighty. The Three of Coins, I feel like for some of you here that this can be a time of growth, either financial growth or spiritual growth with this energy. Yep, spies. Okay, people watching you, making sure that you fall, trying to keep tabs on you. Some of you, I feel like this is a great time for teamwork makes the dream work. You can have a strong team around you that's making things happen for you at this time with this energy, or people who are invested in your goals at this time with this energy and kind of making things happen for you in that way. I do see emotional pursuits. So whatever you're pursuing at this time, it's going to lead to emotional fulfillment during this time period as well. For some of you, I feel like even though you can be working independently on something, you may have your own business here and it's going to do well. It's really going to take off with this energy here. I do see like emotional abundance with this energy. I feel like you're very, very happy, okay, with this energy here. Like finally, you're seeing things happening. You have financial security and independence with this energy here as well. You could actually start living comfortably for yourself, okay? So your financial situation is definitely turning around for the better during this time period. So mazel. The Seven of Wands, defending personal success in your financial position so other people can be jealous of you at this time. Okay. For others of you, you feel the need that you need to protect your accomplishments. This could be, if you start growing on the social media here, this could be other people trolling you at this time. This could also be people in your life that do like they don't understand you or they don't understand like what you do and things like that. Like for example, I'm an astrologer and I've experienced this too, and it's a situation where like I'm an astrologer and like people in my life are like, how can this be, and it's like it really is disappointing, and it's like I have to prove myself and stuff like that. It's because I don't have like a regular job doesn't mean that I can't do well here, so some people just don't understand things, and sometimes you just have to take certain people with a grain of salt or just start like ignoring them. Not everybody has to be your friends, and if they can't like support you in what you do, then they don't really need to be your friend, you know? They really don't. So this is something to think about. The Hierophant card, yeah, like it's really quite strange sometimes how people can be when they can't be open to your way of doing things or your way of thinking, and then they treat you like, and you can know them for years, decades, eons, and it's like where the hell did this all of a sudden come from? It's like I don't understand why I'm dealing with this bullshit. And it's like I'm trying to make you feel uncomfortable when really it's like it makes me money, accept what I do, and just that's it. You either accept me or you don't. I hate that shit. I really hate that shit. I can't tell you how many conversations I had about that with friends. You either my friend or you can fuck off because it's like life is for me right now. I'm 45. Life is too damn short. I don't know. I'm just there. I'm like life is too damn short. I don't got no time for you. Leave me alone. So it's like I'd rather be left alone to be quite honest. I feel like for others of you, this is finding courage, resilience, persevering through whatever challenges that you're going through. I do see you overcoming challenges most definitely during this time period. I know I can't no more. I'm just like, it's my life, my story, leave me alone. I'm too old for this shit, man. I swear to God, I'm like that at work. I'm like, I'm too old for this bullshit. I just want quiet. Just be quiet, So this is a time for a brighter future for you. Definitely seizing an opportunity. You must have the Midas touch here. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Coins. You do have the Midas touch. So this is a beautiful energy time for you. So there's an emphasis on more money. This is a positive week for you. This is a positive time period that you're coming in. It's so weird. So yeah, so this is a beautiful energy. Thank you, Al. So this is a beautiful energy time for you. I do feel like you are protective of your boundaries with other people here. This is you creating personal fulfillment. You are really prioritizing self-care and enjoying the fruits of your labor without compromising your values. You either love me or you hate me or get out. I also feel like during this time period, there is a potential for a real material and emotional fulfillment. Stand up for what you believe in, protect your interests at this time, create stability. This is a time for a prosperous foundation that you're creating for you and your loved ones at this time. Okay. I do feel like some of you could be delving into lack consciousness. Get the hell out of that. Get the hell out of that. Don't create that for yourself. Okay. The Chariot card, fate is intervening at this time with this energy here as well. So I really see that happening. And I do see money worries, but then the cards are saying abundance, abundance, abundance. So stop it with the lack consciousness. Stop focusing on what you don't have and start focusing on what you do have. I have a roof over my head. I could pay my mortgage. I bought me a brand new freaking expensive cell phone, for this job. job. So focus on the things that are bringing you happiness. I do see you overcoming obstacles at this time. Some of you, this could be a beautiful energy time for legal matters to be in your favor. Okay. For others of you, this could be like obstacles with money being removed at this time. Alrighty. The moon card, trust your intuition. This is like lots of thoughts of future, future, future coming up for you with this energy as well. So I do see that coming for you. And like you kind of like being very idealistic, maybe even being a bit delulu. But I don't blame you if you're having a bunch of beautifulness happening and you're super happy at this time. I really don't blame you for being Delulu. So be Delulu at this time and manifest, 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 my pretties. Okay. This is for some of you here delving into uncertainty with this energy. I feel like for some of you, this could be dealing with like inheritance at this time, and there could be like a lot of uncertainty, like am I going to get my inheritance, am I not, so I know that's been like a difficult topic for a lot of you here as well. I do feel like there's hidden elements or things going on behind the scene that is affecting your inheritance or legacies here with this energy. I do see secrets. Okay, so there are secrets going on with this energy. If this is not that, then somebody around you is being secretive, or somebody themselves is being secretive. This could be somebody like having an affair, like an emotional affair or whatever, and they are no longer communicating with you, or they're no longer saying anything to you, and they're just being super secretive at this time and not being open to you anymore. So that could also be happening for some of you here as well. Okay. I do see stability here. I do feel like, if you do have a family, you guys could be going through it at this time, and not financially going through it, but like emotionally going through it. So there's definitely problems in marriages at this time with this energy here as well. And everybody is feeling it during this time period. Okay. So money's doing good, but then love sucks. Okay. The Hermit card, that's how it normally goes. The Hermit card, you can be more quiet and to yourself at this time with this energy here as well. Or it could be a period of like work and home during this time period as well. For others of you, the focus is going to be on family with this energy. Some of you could be getting like creating like a will for your family at this time with this energy here as well. For others of you, this is like more money coming in. This could be your financial situation and status in life changing. And then, like, either you're going to receive financial advice or you're going to go to somebody older than you. This could also be you learning a lot of lessons about money at this time and how to save money during this time period as well. So you could be going to family in regards to that. Okay. The Queen of Swords, I feel with this energy here, that there could be a reconciliation coming your way between you and somebody. So somebody's trying to come back into your life at this time. With this energy, it's Mercury in retrograde. We're in shadow period. So of course, people are going to come back into your life at this time. With this energy here, I do feel like you can be trying to be very logical at this time with this energy here as well. I feel like for some of you, I do feel like you're very quiet and to yourself. Whatever you're going through at this time, you really tend to keep it to yourself and you don't tell anybody. So if you're going through it emotionally, you tend to just like not say anything to anybody and just kind of go through your pain in silence. Okay, so I do see that coming up for you. The Knight of Wands, fortune bubbling over at this time. Look at that. The Knight of Swords, reconciliation, new love, starting a new creative project. Okay, I feel like some of you here, this could be a raise or a promotion or something that you've been wanting for a long time is coming to fruition. I also feel that this could also be somebody you've been crushing on forever and a day is coming to fruition. Okay. The Empress card here, I do feel like for some of you here, you benefit through the women in your life. Don't rest on your laurels. Continue working hard for what you got at this time with this energy here. And I think I said that like several times now. So it's all over the cards. Okay. I feel like also this could be a beautiful time of abundance, of your fruits, enjoying the fruits of your labor at this time, the fruits of your creation during this time period, and abundance and nurturing and love with your family. The King of Swords, I feel like you're very analytical in your way of thinking at this time. For some of you here, you're delving into lack consciousness because it could be a situation also where you're trying to get yourself out of debt and you're getting yourself out of debt. And so you have these big bills to pay, but then you're getting yourself out of debt. I mean, not a lot of people could do that. So don't delve into lack consciousness, because right now you're working yourself out of debt. So a lot of you can't see that abundance yet, because all that abundance, like for me, it was going to my electric bill, you know? So that's what's going on there. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's very exciting, very busy. Oh my God, I'm so busy, like 6 days. I was like, what the hell? So very busy, busy, but it's a good thing. So I do feel like for some of you, this is your hard work, this is your discipline, this is your determination, and you're achieving goals. You're really controlling your situation here with this energy, which is so interesting, because it's like you guys don't care about that shit and you don't really realize that you're doing it. And then Libras, they're all about controlling their situations, and yet you're controlling your situation here as well. Yeah, I'm a manager at the store that I got hired at. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very blessed to have that. It's a lot of work, and I work a lot of hours, and I work a shit ton of hours. But, it's really, I really like it. Yeah, thank you very much. It's really busy, it's really technical, and it's like, damn, but I like it. It's nice. It doesn't drive me crazy and stuff like that, and it pays the bills. So, until this can pay the bills again, then we're here. Okay. This is where we are. So hopefully like, subscribe, and share. Okay. So yeah, so because once upon a time this was like my main source of income, and I didn't have a job for a very long time, for like almost 15 years I didn't have a job, and this was my main source of income, and this is how I made my living, and it was a beautiful living, and I want it back. So give it back. So until then, this is where I'm at. So yeah. All right. So this is a time of introspection, seeking wisdom. Some of you need to listen to your own wisdom and advice at this time with this energy here as well. But you're definitely like controlling your situation during this time period, because your financial situation is definitely changing. Okay. I do feel like for some of you here, you could be more about mind body consciousness and exploring the depths of your subconscious. Okay. Even going to like past lives and stuff like that. And I've been doing that myself as an Aquarius rising. And I find that I might have been my great grandmother in my past life. So I was like, oh, damn. So yeah, because like as a child, okay, so this is my theory. This is my theory, because my son told me when he was little, he asked me a question about his death, and his brother was involved in his death. So, and he asked me questions about it, and I was just like, oh my God. And a lot of times he'll ask me questions, weird, random questions. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like one time my son asked me about the army, and in a past, and he was talking about, and literally he started talking about getting dishonorably discharged, and what does that mean? And I said, oh, because in a last life, you were dishonorably discharged by the army. Yeah, you ran away and everything, and they found your ass, and they sent you back. So yeah, so, I'm like discovering stuff about my past life. So I'm like, oh, and then what is my correction in this past life, and why I have to come in here to learn it. So yeah, so it's like it's interesting. I'm so much into that shit. It's not even funny. It's so weird how I'm like into that. Yeah, so he has a lot of past life memories, because he was recent past. He was like recent past. But I was technically recent past too, but I was like in like the I don't know, the 50s or something when I died. I don't know. It's very weird. It's very interesting. So, anyways, this could be a time for yeah, this could be a time of you putting, boy, get off my tarot cards. My Lanta. Ah. So, this could be a time period where you could be also like really in deep thought about situations, and really trying to understand why you're attracting certain situations in your life. Why are certain things happening to you in this life with this energy? Do I do past life readings? No, but I kind of am understanding, like with astrology for me, that, like, because, like, for example, I was my grandmother, Pauline, in my past life. I lived in Haiti. I was Black. Okay. And I learned that from my natal chart, like I have Cancer in my fifth house, which means like a big family. You see early 60s for you. Yeah. So like and fifth house means like a big family, you know. Pauline had a big family. She was a mother of five kids, you know, that's a big family. So I had a lot of family and I had a lot of lessons with my teta, okay, with my teta because we were rich and still rich, but me and her had lessons with money. And I think that what it was I cut her out of my will. I didn't have her in my will. And my son had the rum factory because I lived in Haiti. My son had the rum factory, and then my daughters had they were financially taken care of in my will, so I was very rich. And my son, what's a teta? A teta is in French the head of the family. They call them tetas. So she was the head of the family. So, and what happened was that she stuck me in a bathtub for like 6 to 8 hours with another will that was not my will that I wrote up and until I signed it. And what's weird about that is that when I lived in Haiti and I lived in the mansion that I died in, I kept seeing this old woman in a wheelchair. And really, what I was seeing was me in a wheelchair, you know. And my son did the same thing when my dad passed away in 1993, but my son when he was 2 did the same thing and he kept chasing my father. And I think what it is that when we as children see things like that, it's not a spirit, it's actually us like remembering who the hell we were in a past life. So it's not you being a medium, it's you knowing, your brain telling you this is you in a past life because you still remember that past life. And that was you. So I remembered me in a wheelchair in my past life in the living room. And I was chasing, and I used to run away from this thing that I was seeing because I thought it was a ghost, you know, and I was very intuitive. So sometimes, like one time, the my grandparents' house got almost robbed in Haiti, but we had Hessian trained dogs, like 12 of them. And instead of the guy breaking in before he could even break in, the Hessian trained dogs, when you have Hessian trained German shepherds and you have a pack of them of 12, they're like they take on a wolf like mentality at night. So you let them go at night in the yard, and then they quietly, like in a pack, quietly, they know you're there, and they quietly, without a sound, attack you and rip you to shreds. And I didn't know that was happening. And when I was sleeping, I got shooken up by my grand mirror, me. And I was shaking myself to wake up because shit just got real. And I was like screaming. And my grandfather came in with a gun and he made us sleep in his room, and that's where we slept like forever. But you see, it's like it wasn't her that was waking me up, it was me waking me up because I knew something was wrong intuitively. You see that? But it comes in the form of grand mirror because that was me in a past life, you know. So it's like I'm trying to investigate that with what I recall. So it's interesting, it's interesting, you know. So that's what I'm doing and delving in. So like if you think you're a medium, it may not be necessarily you're a medium. It may be because you live that life, you know. Sometimes it could be you're a medium unless they touch you or let you know, you know. Yeah, well, it's something that dawned on me because my son just kept on bringing up shit from his past, you know? And then it didn't make sense to me like, okay, so you are describing my father and then you tell me that you see my father. But I think it's not him seeing my father. I think it's him remembering himself and seeing himself, you know? Welcome to the deep fish thoughts of Murray. But I think that's what happens to us when we're children. It's not necessarily your grandpa or your grandma that you're seeing, it's you. that you're seeing, you know? Yeah. I know you've always have. I know you always have, Dave. So yeah, so that's what I learned from that situation. And I just find it very, so I think like, because like everybody was telling me I was Jewish, like that was another example of a past life was in my community. I live in Inverary and Lauderhill for a very long time. And all the Israelis I was Catholic, and all the Israelis acknowledged me as Jewish. And it turned out I'm really Jewish because my uncle told me, because my uncle's from Haiti, and he said, "We're Jewish. Your mother converted you to Catholicism. Your mother is the one that made us celebrate Christmas and all that. We didn't even celebrate those. We were seriously Jews. We were Jewish." And I was like, "Oh my God." So it's kind of like, and then there's like so much soul recognition going on. So, you just have to pay attention to it because like even when I was like little, like my mom tried to get converted to Judaism because she got so upset by these women because they used to think I was Israeli. They were like, "Say you're from Beirut." So I think in one of my past lives, I must have been from Beirut, and then I met my whole entire soul tribe, and they're all Jewish, and it's a big Jewish freaking community, and they all thought I was like really Jewish, and I was like, wow, and I'm like, but it turns out I really am Jewish, so it's like, okay, I'm even in the book, Nazon, one got caught. So, it's kind of interesting, so pay attention to those things. That's what I've been paying attention to those. I've been very interested in it because I want to know what the hell I did so bad. And now I know what the hell I did so bad. I didn't help my daughter in law in a past life to help her with her marriage. I wasn't going to financially support her at all if something did happen. I didn't have a plan for her. I just went sink or ship, bitch. Bye. Deuces. And then that's when she stole my money. You see? So, yeah, your humor has it. So, yeah, so, it's kind of like, you got to be careful how you treat people in this life because in next life it's going to come back to you and you're probably going to end up being their granddaughter or their sister or something like that, so be careful. The Magician card, as above, so below. So keep the energy positive. Really a time for destiny for you guys with this energy. The Justice card, major decisions are coming up during this time period. Some of you are going to get kicked out of a situation. There is an ending coming up, a really nasty ass ending. I know. So I have lessons with my family, but then here's the weird thing. I got kicked out of the family. I literally got kicked out and disinherited and everything. I don't even know if I'm disinherited. I don't even think they have the power to do that. But I got, so it's like I'm wondering because I'm an heiress, but they don't want to acknowledge it because I had to walk away from it because I was like, I'm not dealing with this crazy because it was too crazy. Like if y'all knew I could write a book about my life. Like it was like seriously. So it was too crazy. So, but anyway, so this is a time for destiny. I feel like you're going to get kicked out of a situation too. And whatever you have to leave because, like I said, the lesson is over, So you have learned the lesson that you came to learn, and now it's done and over with. All righty. So I do see that coming up for some of you here as well. All right. I do see you having a lot of influence over other people during this time period with this energy. The Page of Wands, I feel with this energy here that this can be a time of secret lovers or crushing on somebody here during this time period. I've been apologizing a lot lately for almost everything. It's like I get it. Yeah, because it's like the 10 commandments I believe are real because I have been watching for so many years this circle with other relationships and stuff like that. And it's like do unto others as they shall have done unto you. And when you don't, you experience, and I swear to God, from readings to like relationships in my life as a person looking in, I have seen these patterns of do unto others as they shall have done unto you. And then you will repeat these cycles with these people. And it's not necessary, it's not necessary. So I'm learning that too. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I like really an observant. I got too many damn planets in Virgo, so I'm like super observant and I see these things. So it's like these are things that I pay attention to shit like that because it's like I'm trying to go to heaven, at the end of the day. I'm not trying to repeat this life because this life for me has been a roller coaster, a really rough roller coaster ride of WTF and oh my God. And I just been clinging to God and praying like a crazy bitch, because I'm trying to get out of this stuff. Yeah, it's not, some things are just not worth it in life. So you're getting out. Yeah. So I think that when you have too many planets in Virgo, it makes you more aware of like situations and people and stuff like that. Because what are Virgos? They love to nurture relationships, they love to nurture people. So it's like these are the things, the psychology of people is Virgo because they easily have you figured out. So this is me like figuring out people. So, and it's very easy for me to figure out people, so it's kind of like that. And then astrology helps it along. And I think like learning astrology and delving into astrology and delving into Kabbalah, because Kabbalah talks a lot about past lives. I have learned so much, but then it's like now I see, and it's like, oh shit, and it's like, I can't do that. I feel like also this is a time of solitude and reflection that can lead to better decision making during this time period. Also, wisdom and introspection. The Five of Cups, shoulda, woulda, coulda, regrets. I think that this is a time where you could be going into lack consciousness as well with this energy here. Alrighty. The Nine of Wands. I feel like you could be very avoidant at this time with this energy here. You're non-confrontational with this energy. Some of you, you're overthinking, overanalyzing something. You may want to watch your spending this week because this could be like your money situation as well. Alrighty. So be careful with that. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. Don't give your money to anybody because you're going to end up resenting them. Okay. So I would be careful with loaning out money because you may not see that money back. Alrighty. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I love you all. And sorry I rambled on, but it was interesting talk, and I hope it brings like self-awareness to you guys about do unto others as you shall have done unto you, and make you a little bit aware of like if you hear your child start saying stuff or start saying, I see grandma or I see your sister, know that that might be them that you're talking to, that they see that. Oh. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go on to Pisces, 3 o'clock in the morning. Got one more reading to do. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.